Hey everybody, Karen from Ask the Spirit Guides. How's it going today? So I had an interesting thought, probably a download from my spirit guides because this is just how it's been flowing, which is amazing because I'm learning to trust my intuition and what I'm hearing, like my first thought on something, which is exactly what we're working on doing with this here in this community, is for everybody to find our own answers, right? Well, anyway, so I was like, I wonder what I could talk about tonight. And because I really like doing coffee with Karen in the morning, and then I like doing something with the SGs, with the the dowsing rods, or an angel card reading. So, and do that at night. So I've just kind of gotten this pattern going. And we have so many wonderful ideas based on things that you have told us in the community. And we've got notes and notes and notes. So we are paying attention. Every comment is paid attention to, just put it that way. And anyways, but I'm sitting here, so if you ask this question, and this was kind of just the point, when you ask something, if you listen right away to, like, without thinking, it's like, I had this question. I was like, what do I want to talk about tonight? What should I talk about tonight? And I immediately got in my head, I don't know why, like, was it me thinking it? Was it, again, I'm kind of trusting that that is my intuition or the same thing, my spirit guides telling me what to do. Sorry, I'm getting over something. So, and immediately got the names. It just said soul family. And I'm like, yeah, that's interesting. And then it just got me thinking, like, everyone, there's something I'm finding personally very magical about this community. And not only on my channel, but on other spiritual mediums, tarot readers, other people's channels too. So I'm finding this to be a very interesting community. Not interesting, but I feel like it's a miracle, actually, that we're, like, finding each other. And again, my channel is so new that it feels so, like, wow to me. It just feels so wow. Well, anyway, so I thought, for those who find themselves here and find that this community is somewhere that you want to be hanging out in, at least for now, we shift around and it's totally okay. I get it. Some people are going to listen to this and it's not going to be where they're at or even helpful or whatever. And that's what that's perfect. You want to follow your intuition. If this feels good to you, then this is a good space for you to be in right now. If it doesn't, then you find the other spaces. Okay. So that's like following your intuition and trusting your guides. Okay. But I'm curious to know, I just got really curious to know that anyone who finds themselves here and drawn to this space, all of us collectively, which really makes me I'm going to be very active in getting our membership, our spirit circle, off of YouTube and onto another platform where we can actually we're a community, but it's like it's like you're communicating with me or you're listening to me basically, and you're commenting and I'm commenting back. But I want a space where we can actually be a community, where you guys can be a community, where you could reach out to each other. And so there's programs for that, and I'm going to be looking into those programs and get it, and then we'll shift. So anyways, if you're in the spirit circle right now, please join us if you're not. But if you're in the spirit circle right now, that's basically, I consider that the founding members, because everybody in there has been so gracious and allowing me to kind of experiment what we're doing and shifting. And I keep asking questions and they're helping with the structure. And so we have a lot of stuff to figure out. But if you're in there right now, that price will be lifetime. So if the price goes up, and I didn't mean to talk about this now, but if the price, when the price goes up, because it would probably have to when I go off into a different platform. So if you're interested in that, I mean, you don't have to get on there right now, and don't worry if you can't afford it right now or whatever. So anywho, but my whole point about that is like this soul family. And I wanted to do a reading on this being a soul family. Meaning, what I feel it is, it's like, my question is have we known each other? Have we known each other? And there may be a lot of people here, but I think it's possible. Because, you know, if you think about how many billions of people are on Earth, and there's certainly not even close to that. I mean, like not even a tiny little pin drop of that many people here on this community, or in this whole community, that it's very possible, I think, for us to have been be just part of a soul family, that we maybe have this connection that's stronger than just like you hearing me talk and you guys commenting and stuff like that. You know what I mean? I'm just curious. But anyways, that's the word I got, soul family. So let's find out. I am using Ask Your Guides. I do have a link for this in the description down below if you're interested in this particular deck. It's an affiliate link. It just helps the channel. But it doesn't cost any more. But if you want to, get it anywhere, get it wherever you can find it cheapest if you want. That deck. It's one of my favorites so far. Although I've got several unboxings to do, because I got a whole bunch more on Black Friday. So probably have to do like 3 more unboxing videos, which I've got in the about your channel. So this was a long intro. I appreciate your patience. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. I would love to. My goal right now is just because I would like one of those little plaques, but I've got we need 80,000 more subscribers. Only 80,000. I'd like one of those little plaques hanging somewhere. I don't know. It's kind of cool. That's kind of it's just a little goal I have of mine. I think it'd be kind of fun to have a plaque. Okay, so let's see. What do I want to ask? So first I'm going to say a little prayer, and then I am going to draw 3 cards. And usually the 3-card draw represents near future, or recent past, current, and near future. I'm just going to draw 3 cards and see, maybe I'll do it that way. Because recent past could be, let's just see what it says. Let's just see. I'm curious. All right, I close my aura to all but my higher self, the God consciousness, my guides and guardians, and ask Archangel Michael to please protect this channel so it's only of the light. Amen. All right, you guys, so I'm talking to my spirit guides. Can you please give us some information? Can you look at the collective consciousness of anyone who's finding themselves in this space? And not only, let's just do this channel, but I do kind of mean because I recommend people, you guys are recommending people on YouTube to talk to each other, to go visit, and it's amazing. And I think that's awesome. And there's no competition. I just love that. That even makes it way more magical. I just had 5, maybe even more cards just bounce out. So I would so if you can look at, I feel like I really want to ask before they start bouncing cards out. I know I should really keep those out. That's the first time I've ever put them back, but can you guys please look at the collective of everybody who's visiting this video now and in the future, and just being a part of this community? People are really drawn to the community. Just give us some information about recent, past, current, and near future. But more importantly, just help us understand whether or not, and I can ask the SGs specifically too, the yes or no question, but just help us understand whether or not are we a soul family? Do we know each other? beyond the veil, like when we're in spirit form, do we like really recognize each other? Because I just feel like even in the comments and everybody is just so magical. Like people are just so kind to me and to others. And it just feels like this is a space where I've been looking for my whole life. And I just think I feel so fortunate just to be interacting with all of you. So that's, I think that's why that popped up for me today. Okay, so can you give us a little information on us being a soul family, please? This may be a better question for the SGs with the rods, but I kind of wanted to do an angel card reading tonight. So can you just give us, thank you. So this first one, that's the back of the card. And if that doesn't make sense with future, current, near past, current, near future, then it's okay. We'll just see what the three messages are. So any other messages for us with regards to us being a soul family? If you're new here, I'm just kind of waiting for, okay, I did get two. I'm going to put that there and this here. So if you're waiting, I'm just kind of waiting for something to pop out, just to kind of present itself. And you got to shuffle a little bit so they can give you the right message. So it's like waiting. They're like, okay, come on, keep shuffling, keep shuffling. That's kind of why I do it. And I'm certain that I've been taught that. It's just a long time ago. Okay, so let's see what the first one is. And I would love to get your interpretation of this, what this feels to you. That's the most important thing. So I can give you my interpretation, but what's really amazing is for you guys to read each other's comments. So first I'll show you the image. Again, talking about us being a soul family. What do you get from that? Number 3, of course, there's a 3. Oh, 3 just pops up so much in this channel. Okay, beautiful. Beautiful angel. What's the word? Oh, leap of faith. Guardian angel. Leap of faith. I love that. So before I read about this, think about what does your intuition right now say about leap of faith? Feel free to put it in the comments, write it down in a journal. Because again, your intuition is your spirit guides talking to you. When you looked at the image, whatever popped into your head or your heart, well, from your heart to your head, so you could hear it, that is something for you to pay attention to, okay? Same with the words. So this is a guardian angel card. They show up differently. Different cards show up here. So leap of faith. Okay, I'm going to read one at a time. I was going to stop. I was going to actually show you all 3 because I've never done that before, but I feel like I should just do one at a time. Okay, let's see, soul family. I'd be very surprised if it's not true. Okay, so number 3, leap of faith. Intuition, these are the words that come with it. Intuition, certainty, confidence, and risk. You are guided to take a leap of faith and make a significant change in your life. This feeling may be prompted by your intuition alone. There is no rational evidence to support what you feel in your heart, not yet anyway. Nevertheless, your intuition is reliable and can be trusted. Your guardian angel, sorry, I usually hold the card up. Your guardian angel encourages you to trust your heart and take the leap of faith you feel so strongly called to make. Do not ask those around you for their opinion. I love that. I love that. I'll tell you why in a minute if I can remember. Only share your inner calling with people you are certain will support you. Or better yet, simply take the leap of faith you feel called to make before others try to discourage or stop you. Do not ask those around you. The reason I love this, first of all, this is a huge yes, yes, yes to me about this being a soul family here. We're taking a leap of faith. We're finding, basically, only share your inner calling with people you are certain will support you. That's this community. That's here, which I think is amazing. You're going to find it here. I know it because I see it constantly how everybody has allowed me to just be my authentic self, crying and, sharing things. And, I'm obviously trying to facilitate also, like it's not about me at all, this channel. But I'm able to use my experiences and people are trusting that. And just that alone tells me that this is a community that can be trusted that way. I mean, it's just amazing. So the other reason I love this is do not ask those around you for their opinion. And that's the whole, if you go to the one line I have on this YouTube channel is find the answers within you. It's basic. I don't remember specifically what it says, but it's like, you have the answers. You have the answers. So we need to count on our own inner guidance to find the answers. And that's exactly what my whole channel is about. And, I didn't even plan it that way. I didn't even plan it. It just got, this is needed, and it for me too, trust the answers you're getting. Nobody else has to tell you. Nobody else has to tell you. Your guardian angel encourages you to go inward and pray for confidence and protection as you move ahead. I love that. So there's real guidance there. So your guardian angel encourages you to go inward and pray for confidence and protection as you move ahead. You can use the Archangel Michael for protection. Specifically ask guardian angels. You don't even have to know the name of the guardian angels. You have 2 spirit guides. Apparently, I did a video on spirit guides. A couple of them, actually. They're in the About channel playlist. And we each have 2 spirit guides, but we can call upon angels for specific things. But you can also just say to your spirit guides, please find the best angels to help me with this. It doesn't have to be complicated. So pray for confidence. Okay, so any guardian angels out there that can help me with little confidence, and then the protection with Archangel Michael. Ask the universe to reassure you as you go forward. The changes you are considering will be the answers to your prayers. The leap you make will open a door to your heart's desire. You are safe, and the only real risk you face right now is ignoring your intuition and doing nothing. So I'm not only seeing this as a reading for the soul family here, as whether or not we are a soul family, but it's also, I think, there is going to be some people who could really hear this. And I think that's amazing. It can have a double purpose for sure. So your guardian angel's message to you is go for it. It's in dark. I'm having a hard time reading it. Go for it. Your angels go with you. Oh, go for it, they say. Okay. So how many people needed to hear that? And how many folks think that this is like a yes card for us being a soul family? Doesn't it just give you, I just love it. I just love this space so much. Okay, so here's the second, and this would be like the current. So if you're doing this reading for yourself, which is totally fine, this one is for the recent past. So maybe there's something you've been thinking about, because that's basically what it says. Maybe there's something you've been thinking about and you haven't had the confidence to start making that change. And so that's confirmation that, maybe you need to start doing that. Okay, so would be the current. So this is number 10, or it would equal 1 in numerology, because 1 plus 0 is 1. What do you see here? You can look at it again with regards to us being a soul family. pretty cool. Or again, just something specific to you. Or both. I love this card because it is in the, let me show you. Not too many decks have done this, and I love this. It's actually the card that's in the bottom of this box. So they're just so, these cards are amazing. Okay, here's the word, truth. Okay, if that doesn't say yes, this is soul, I mean, it's the truth, right? Soul family, here we are. I love it. Soul family. There's just something about that term. This is really making me happy. Higher self. Okay. So now that first one was a message from guardian angel. Okay. This one is a message from your higher self. All right. And it's truth. So number 10. If anybody is, I always say this in the videos, if anyone wants to take a stab at the numerology or share numerology on what these numbers could help with this conversation, please put it in the comments. It'd be awesome. Okay. 10. All right. Honesty, clarity, observation, confrontation. Your higher self encourages you to honestly examine all self-defeating behaviors so you can finally become free of them. Do not deny or ignore those habits and tendencies that harm your body and spirit any longer. I think they're talking to me on this one. Ask for help as you look within. Every person has personal challenges and places where they can grow. You do not have to face these self-defeating challenges alone. Okay, so community, soul family, you don't have to face them alone. However, your higher self cannot help you with any problem until you admit it exists in the first place. Cool. This is the time, for example, to admit your increasing debt so you can begin looking for ways to cut corners rather than continuing to overspend. It's also the time to acknowledge your addictive behaviors, which we all have them. I'm certain of it. And seek to discover what's really troubling you instead of burying your feelings in food, alcohol, work, or gambling, for example. It is the moment to recognize that you have chosen to stay in a harmful relationship out of fear of assuming full responsibility for yourself and instead start to gain some self-esteem so you can move on. Until you honestly admit you have a problem, you are controlled by it. In other words, your higher self lovingly invites you to get to the source of your troubles so together you can find real solutions once and for all. As Carl Jung is quoted, when the diagnosis is correct, the healing begins. It is time to make the proper diagnosis now. So your higher self message to you is the truth will set you free. So I'm just really getting the whole idea of how this is a question about the whole group, which is what I originally asked, but it's also about how to utilize this group. So we're getting individual messages here as well as a group message is how I'm starting to see this. Okay. Because both cards so far have given us individual input, but it's also asked us to kind of rely on this space, basically. I'm trying to find out where that was. I think I said it when it... So every person has personal challenges and places where they can grow. Okay, so places where they can grow. So I think, you can interpret that one way. Places you can grow, like parts of yourself you can grow, and places you can grow in, like a place like this, okay? A spiritual community like this. And you do not have to face these self-defeating challenges alone, right? So I think that's one of the reasons why I talked in the beginning about wanting to find a different platform, because it's just too challenging there's no good structure on YouTube for the membership to set up like different rooms, basically, of different topics that people want to explore their challenges together in a group, or you know what I mean? So I'm going to be looking to do that. So it's going to take a little while, you know, maybe 4 or 5 months by the time we finally, maybe throughout the winter here, we'll get it tackled. So, okay, here's the last one. This would be the near future. Okay. Wow, look at her go. This would be near future, number 25. Aren't these cards amazing? It is like one of my, well, you just saw the word. That's okay. So anything feel good to you here? Near future. Okay, so the word is goals. And it's from our teacher guides. So far we have a leap of faith. Take a leap of faith. Ask your guardian angels for confidence to take that leap of faith. Utilizing a community, doesn't have to be this one, a community for support or somebody for support. Acknowledge the truth about things. Okay. And goals. Teacher guides. All right, so let's see. That's number 25. 25. Okay. Let me just take a quick sip here. All right. So 25, goals. Dedication, training, work, skills. You can create whatever you truly desire, but only if you're willing to do the necessary work to accomplish it. That means no shortcuts, no bypasses, and no free lunch. The only path to success is discipline and consistency. Fortunately, your teacher guides are present, helping you develop the dedication and mature work ethic to achieve such success. You are advised to get organized and be practical. Approach your goals one small step at a time. Show up every day to the work you desire, and it will come to pass. Be willing to do whatever it takes to reach your aims. If you aren't clear about what to do, seek out the help of mentors and guides. Again, community, right? Amazing. Who specialize in your field of interest. And again, not just this community, but others. But we are doing a reading on this community. So study and learn with dedication and set your standards high. I have some different thoughts about goals and stuff. I might have to talk about that at some point. But it might be because I'm 55 and a little older, that my striving on goals is really different than what it was earlier in my life. And I'm more comfortable being where I am now, but I think everybody's going to be in a different phase. So your teacher guide's message to you is mastery comes from demanding nothing less than the best from yourself. So how do you feel about that? Demanding nothing less. And it's interesting because it has to do with discovering the truth, taking a leap of faith, getting to the truth of things that maybe have been bugging you for a long time, and then setting some goals. I am not a huge put pressure on myself because I did it before and I just can't do it that way to like the whole mastery thing. So this card is not, and this is just my interpretation of that, but this card, the mastery comes from demanding nothing less than the best from yourself. I think the wording is a little hard for me. I'm going to be honest about that. I don't like the word demanding. As an intuitive, it puts me in a box, and I don't like that. So, and an Aries, by the way, because I'm an Aries, and Aries do not like to be put in boxes. Now, Other people might be really drawn to the idea of mastery, and there's nothing wrong with that. As an intuitive, I'm more, and it does have to do with the Myers-Briggs and personality type, but I tend to know a lot about, I tend to know a lot of things, but a little about them. Where there are some people who really thrive by knowing a few things and everything about those few things. That ain't me at all. So that's probably why it doesn't resonate with me. But what does resonate with me in terms of it being the question I asked is, again, bringing, there was a whole section on, didn't they talk about, let's see, hang on a sec, I'm mumbling around. There was one thing that it said that, the whole small steps thing. Yeah, because I was talking about bringing this community to a different platform so we can actually be a community, not just a Karen, talking to you and you're commenting or whatever. So you guys can talk with each other and work on goals together, work on, facing our truths of things that have been really hard, because we all have that. I have acid reflux and I don't want to give up coffee. That's just an example. As I cough, I don't want to give up coffee. My SGs keep telling me I don't have to, but I think they're waiting for me to discover that myself. See? So anyways, so the small steps part of this is that it needs, anytime you're working on something big like this, and that would be the case for you too, when there's something that you're being asked to take a leap of faith about, okay? And the leap of faith probably involves something big, something truthful that maybe has been hard, and it's going to take some kind of real work involved, okay, to kind of work through that. And that has to be done in small steps. It just really has to be. So that's, to me, confirmation about the question about soul family. I know it's kind of a workaround, but the question was about soul family, and I'm feeling a huge pull to develop to find a platform where we can do this. I'll still be on YouTube. I mean, I'm still going to be here doing this, but it's where people want to go deeper and have more of a community feel. Okay. But I know, my sister even said it to me the other day. She's like, we got to take it in small steps. And it's so true. I know it's a cliche, but it is, there's no other way around it. And same with our individual stuff. That's why the words are really a little too much for me, but they do remind you in the goals to take small steps. Okay. But the mastery comes from demanding nothing less, again, nothing less than the best from yourself. It's just a little too much. That's a little too much for me. I don't demand the best for myself. I just trust that what I'm trusting, and that maybe again but a lot of people, I mean, we can see our demographics, how many people, a lot of people are in their older third half of their lives here. So who are here. Not everybody, but so you guys maybe can relate to that. I don't know, everybody's going to be different. But so anyways, this was fun. I can do a million of these. I could really do a million. If you would watch a million of these, I could do a million of them. Because it's so much fun. I just think it's really fun to ask one question. Do you know how many questions there are in life? So many questions. So anyways, I hope this was fun, talking about us being a soul family, because that makes me so excited to know that, and just trusting that whoever finds themselves here is a part of that soul family and needs the soul family at this time, because people, will find themselves here later and find themselves here now and then scooty on along somewhere else, because that doesn't mean they're still not a part of the soul family, because they're finding, you know, wherever they're scooting along to is another part of probably our soul family, you know? So I don't know. I like thinking of it that way. It's kind of fun. All right, well, let me know what you think. If you made any connections, anything with the numbers. Again, it was 3, 10, and 25. What you thought about this for yourself personally, and what you think about this in terms of us being a soul family. I'm just curious. So, all right, have a great night, and we'll maybe see you tomorrow for coffee with Karen. Okay, bye-bye.